Henry, pay attention. Hey, I'm talking to you. You're not kissing me on the mouth anymore. No, I saw what you did this morning. It was disgusting. You should be ashamed of yourself. Who's a good boy? Did you have fun? Was that fun?
I throw together a small rocket stove that is made out of the clay junk that I took out of the clay I was refining the other day. I just found this stiff, sandy clay that I had left out, and I thought, hey, I'm gonna make that real quick and see if it works. I think I'm gonna have to let it dry out a little bit, or maybe I'll start a fire in it to dry it out. We'll see.
Want to swing from the chandelier, from the chandelier. I want to fly like a... Oh, sorry, that just happened.
So this is super sandy soil, and this is what it looks like. The clay that I refined, I took all this, well, I took a lot of the sand out of it by straining it through a fabric bag.
While you're waiting, I thought I'd read you something from the comments. Dear Julie, for the love of all that is good and holy, please stop singing in your videos. Thank you, concerned citizen.
It is really hard to turn on and off the camera with this stuck to your hands. So I'm making this into some adobe to stiffen up the outside walls before I build it up a little taller, because I don't want these flimsy things to fall over. And this project's supposed to be fast, right? So if you're in a situation where you actually need a rocket stove for survival or something, you really don't want it to take all day. You got other things to do, like keep a watch for zombies, or I don't know, filter water. What else do you have to do in a survival situation? Build a shelter. Yeah, food is probably the last thing on your list. Or, well, actually, rocket stove is not just for food. It's not for warmth, but it is for like boiling water. So if you're going to filter your water and then you're going to want to boil it, then you need your rocket stove in order to boil your water with less effort than trying to boil water over something huge like a campfire or something like that. It's so much effort to get all those sticks for a campfire. In a rocket stove, you can just use twigs. So super efficient. And how am I going to turn the camera off? I got to go get more stuff. Okay. I just had an entire conversation with the camera off about why you should be able to build a rocket stove fast. Of course, I still have to learn to make fire from scratch. So that'll be another video, but the rocket stove project is just so much fun. I'm adding adobe to the outside to stiffen it up. So I've decided this isn't about being pretty. It's about making a functional rocket stove. So the most important thing about the rocket stove is that it's got thick walls, so it has lots of insulation, and it'll keep that fire burning really hot on a very small amount of fuel, which would be twigs. And there's a chicken in my garden. She got out. Okay. The straw added to clay is like rebar to steel. Okay, Chicky Bird, we heard you. That's enough. I guess if I laid an egg, I'd probably make a lot of noise too after. Hey, I laid an egg. Yay. That would be a real miracle, wouldn't it? I mean, if I laid a chicken egg, that is. The other kind is not so spectacular. It's starting to get kind of heavy and crooked. Yeah, I just turned the camera on with my nose. Okay, so there's only one more feature that the rocket stove really needs in order to cook over, and that's, see, if you put your pot down on it and it's flush, there's not enough air flowing in underneath the pot, and the flames will just come out this hole instead of that hole. So what I do is just really simply just roll up a little ball of clay, make stands for it. I usually put 4 so the pot doesn't wobble. Usually, you know, because I only did this one time before. Okay. So if you stay to the end, you can watch the scorpion that we found on the bathroom floor last night. It's pretty cool. I mean, I did kneel on one once, which wasn't fun, but I used my magic cure, which is to mix a little baking soda up with water, and I put it on there. And once I Googled and made sure that I wasn't going to die, I just went to sleep, and I couldn't feel anything after I couldn't feel anything about the scorpion bite after a few minutes. It's a weird feeling though. It's like a neurotoxin, and you can kind of feel it tingling across the surface of your skin. So I was fine, but always turn on the light when you have to kneel down on the floor and like pick your pillow up off the floor. That's how I did it, and now I'm a little more cautious. I don't know how to keep them out of the house here, but it would probably help if I shut doors better and made sure there weren't any wires running under the door or that kind of thing. So let's see. Now that we have this on here, it's a little sticky. I'm just going to push in the pot. Then I can see where I need to press down a little more. Even it up. Looks pretty level on this anyway, but that can always be fixed. Looks good. That should work. Oh, just seems like it's missing something. Are you hungry? Eat the sticks. Come on, have some more.
Freak. I'm a loser. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here.
Henry! Gosh, what takes you so long?
Where's that doggy?
He's on butt. Wow. He's like, ow.